Hello guys! Hello! We are Unfold Seoul, and for today we have another special video with the K-Influencer Academy. As you can see, we are at the picnic. Right now, it kind of like the Chuseok holiday starts, so we were thinking about doing this video outside so you can see the Han River also. And us talking
weird weather.
And the weird weather, yeah, but well, and us talking about Korean language.
So first we will talk about like when we start to learn Korean. For me, I started learning Korean in 2015, September, when I came to Korea for 1 year in Ohaktang, or like Korean language institution.
Yeah, and for me, actually I started learning Korean language in 2012 when I was in Romania, and I was doing 2 hours per week with a Romanian teacher. And after I came to Korea and I started Ohaktang exactly like Vanessa, but not with the scholarship like she had. I only did the 3 semesters basically, and I paid my own Ohaktang, so it's a little bit different, but we won't talk about that. So yeah, we both kind of learned it in the Korean institution, like language institution.
How long it took for us to learn Korean? Actually for me, she said, because I was under scholarship, actually we had to get topic 3, at least topic 3 in 1 year of learning Korean, even though you start from 0, still topic 3 in 1 year, which is kind of difficult though, so it was like intensive course. So for me, yeah, it took me 1 year to learn it, but after that, like speaking and all these ones, like I don't know, like maybe 2 or 3 years, like living in Korea and speaking with different people, like different topics and whatever. Yeah, so.
Yeah, similar for me. Actually, I think vocabulary and grammar, they are not extremely difficult to learn if you go to Ohaktang. They will basically kind of explain to you well how to learn it. So yeah, it kind of takes 1 year to learn the grammar, or maybe a little bit more. Let's say 2 years. Let's say 2 years for like a person that doesn't study every day. But if you study every day, like Vanessa said, 1 year. And to speak it, yeah, at least 2 years.
It takes more like speaking.
Speaking, it's also pronunciation. Speaking, it's a little bit more difficult. So yeah.
Tips
on
learning Korean. And in my case, because I actually like Korean dramas, I try to watch, but not Korean dramas, but movies without subtitle, to actually like, because for dramas it's like they are too long, you know, so I cannot actually watch it without subtitle. But movies usually it's like 1 hour, 2 hours maximum. So that was like, I was first watching home, and then I made myself like every time I'm going to cinema, I choose usually Korean movies, so of course they don't have subtitle in English because it's Korea, but they have subtitle in Korean, which is funny. So yeah, you go to the cinema and you actually are more concentrated to watch only the movie, you know, you don't have any other disturbance. So this is like one of the tips I think works. And also I think like learning vocabulary is like kind of a must, because you cannot actually speak without knowing vocabulary, you know?
Yeah, so like Vanessa said, watching movies or listening to music or doing something like basically listening to Korean pronunciation, that would be also a tip that you should do in any language, not only Korean. That's how I learned to speak English. That's how you can improve your accent. So watching movies, like she said, with or without subtitles or a Korean subtitle, that would be really helpful. Of course, learning vocabulary. For vocabulary, I have another tip that my friend used to use basically. So the idea is that every time she was learning a new word, she had this small kind of like agenda in her bag, very small one. So she just took it out and write the word. So every time like she was writing the words, even like the same word 4 times, 5 times, every time she was like hearing it, she was writing it down. At the end, she has topic 5 right now, which is a super high level. But in the end, like she told me, I think I have 10 of these notes at home, like notebooks at home, because because that's how I learned vocabulary. That was a really pretty good tip in my opinion, but I tried to do it. It didn't work for me, unfortunately. And yeah, another thing what I think everyone should do is going and talk to Koreans if you have the opportunity, because it will be very hard at first. You will see. I was super shy. Like I think Vanessa was also like, I didn't want to speak with Koreans
because they are afraid to
be wrong, or
they don't understand,
or they will say like, oh, you are speaking very bad, so we don't really want to listen to you. However, speaking with Koreans and them trying to correct your pronunciation will be really good for you. Or chatting or like texting, like that would be really good. And if you want for girls or even for boys, go on dating apps and talk in Korean. Like it doesn't even matter, like you can be in your own country and like use some dating apps and talk in Korean. That will improve, and this is a good tip. Like you can actually find people that you don't have to date, but just make friends. So when you come to Korea, you will know people, you will be able to do a lot of stuff. Yeah. Other tips, I'm not sure. Like study. Memorize words.
And don't be afraid to speak.
Yeah, don't be afraid to speak. So this video will be actually a little bit more different from the other K-influencer videos that we have done. We have a similar one, the one before, right? Yeah, but we will ask our friends that actually studied or didn't study Korean language, what is their opinion about it. So stay tuned, we will ask our friends right now, and then we will come back with the outro.
Hi, I've been studying here for 7 years now, but my Korean is not good. I studied probably like 1 year, but like 3 hours per week, something like that. Like during the semester, like just semester, like not really intensive. And it was just basically to meet the graduate requirements for I'm doing my PhD for my graduate school. So I just passed the exam and I didn't study more. And actually I regret it. I will actually love to speak Korean, but right now I'm about to finish, so I don't really care anymore. But like they say, like I think vocabulary, like grammar, no. Probably learning the words is the most important thing, because if you actually know some words, you can actually catch up some conversations. Even though if you don't know the whole meaning, you can understand like a little bit of the conversation, so that will be very useful. And yeah, that's it. Study Korean, learn grammar and vocabulary.
Hi everyone. Hello, I'm Felix from Sweden, and I've been studying Korean for about a year and a half right now at a Korean language school at Sogang University in Seoul. And I'm currently in level 4. Tips for learning Korean. I think just go out and talk with Koreans as much as you can. It would be practical if you find like a Korean who speaks English or your own language, so you can like ask them for tips and help. But just be open-minded, talk to people, go to the markets and talk with the people, vendors selling products, ask questions, even if it's very basic. Most people are very friendly and will be happy to like exchange a couple words with you if you just approach them. Other than that, do flashcards for vocabulary. Flashcards are great, for learning vocabulary and like grammar. And try to actually use the grammar points that you learn, like make sentences, yes, for fun, but like incorporate the grammar points so you can use them naturally in your day-to-day life. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Anna. I'm a student here at Sogang University. I'm studying Korean, currently level 5. The thing that I recommend when you're studying Korean is definitely getting out there and being able to talk to other people, even if it's once a day, whether you go to the convenience store or you meet up with friends. The most important thing is getting out there and being able to have a normal conversation in Korean.
If you enjoy our video, and I hope it was actually helpful for you to like know how to learn Korean or like get some useful tips from our video. So if you are interested to see more like similar videos, just leave some comment below. Or if you have your own experience, just also like please let us know in the comments.
Yes, and also please smash the like button and don't forget to
Subscribe.
yes. See you next time. Bye.